The book follows a storyline of two individuals whose lives were not exactly going the way they want, and one is contemplating suicide. The third character has their life figured out, but is initially misunderstood due to his appearance. This character later became the teacher and mentor to the first two characters.
One thing I like about the book is that it is a mixture of romance, overcoming life challenges, personal and business growth, as well as increasing one's productivity and self-awareness.
This book can be called a habit builder, a goal-setting manual, a time management guide, and a character traits instructor, etc. The author Robin Sharma really went over with this book because each principle taught is backed by scientific research and has been in this industry of personal development mentorship for over 2 decades. Corporations, legendary CEOs, sports, superstars, and even members of royalty.
I will state the lessons learned in 5 points.
Point number 1.
This starts with a quote from the author. An addiction to distraction is the end of creative production.
This means that when we allow all forms of distractions into our lives, we will not be able to
allocate time to things that are important, like self-improvement, education, skill learning, and enrich time spent with family. In this world of social media,
we can learn to take daily breaks from social media.
Do you know that YouTube has a setting for giving notifications on how many hours in a day you spend on YouTube?
When I started my self-discovery journey in the January of this year, I saw that I spent way too much time on YouTube, and I was shocked. Because the truth is that all that time was spent on watching comedy, movies, and debates that were not exactly what I actually needed at that particular moment in my life. So I decided to put a cap on the number of hours spent on YouTube per day.
After this singular act, I noticed that my time management greatly improved.
So as a reflect and take note of how you spend your day, because that will accumulate to weeks and months and years. What you can't control today, you will likely not be able to control tomorrow. Point number 2. Rest is not a luxury, but a necessity, and anyone who wants to achieve increased productivity can't attain that with a tired mind and body.
Hence, we must maintain at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep daily.
And once in a while take a vacation or solitary retreat to recharge ourselves.
Because growth also happens even when we think we are not doing physical work.
And most successful people understand the importance of rest and take it very seriously. Point number 3. The need to put aside 2 to 3 hours every day in the morning and rise with the sun to have time with ourselves.
And cultivate self-mastery that will help us win the day and with day. And on a long run, win the quarter and the year. Because by owning our morning, we elevate our life.
The author stated that this is what 5% of the world billionaires does.
And since I started practicing waking up early before others, I have seen tremendous changes in my life. From my work to my family life to even my social life. Because I give time to everyone as it went due.
And don't resent anyone because I feel that they wasted my time.
I already know what I need to do. Because I have a to-do list and don't face each day with confusion as to what to do and when. The Morning Habits installation section of the book is a must-read. So even if you don't have time to go through the book, please read chapter 12. It is a game changer, although reading the whole book will be worth it.
This chapter uses scientific research to show flow these simple yet powerful morning habits might be the
difference between you and that rich guy in your neighborhood.
From exercise to prayer to meditation to journaling to writing your to-do list,
to personal reflection and positive affirmations installation to self-development via study or listening to seminars.
The Morning Habits takes care of the 4 aspects of human life.
Physical, spiritual, emotional, and intellect are our minds.
Point number 4.
To build a habit that lasts, we need to consciously install that habit
for at least 66 days, and then the power of automatic behavior will take charge.
Hence, in all that we do, we should persist even when it looks messy, because the universe rewards the relentless.
Point number 5. The need to unburden yourself from emotional baggage keeps us from attaining our greatest height. The importance of self-forgiveness, forgiveness of one another, and to see things from the reality perspective rather than from emotional perspective. Illustration was given to the life of Nelson Mandela, about how forgiving his oppressors made him a better person, which turned him into a presidential candidate and the first African president of South Africa.
His forgiveness didn't happen after he was released from prison, but it happened while he was still a prisoner.
Because if he still had hatred in his heart for his gaolers,
he wouldn't apply himself to get an education while he was still in prison under harsh treatment, but developed his leadership qualities while still a prisoner.
The skill to unburdening ourselves from emotional baggage is gotten
through practicing mindfulness via gratitude journaling and personal contemplative quiet time. The lessons learned in this book goes on and on.
So by reading it, you will see a perspective that works for you and speaks directly to your special needs. Thank you for a time well spent. See you next time, and until then, bye for now.